Hi Nick.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome on the Berenkuil, the brand new venue. What do you think about it, Nick?
It's fantastic. Really nice. Loads of space between the anglers. Only 13 metres wide up to the reeds. It just looks a really nice venue. I've caught a load of fish as well. I've not been here long. So I think all of you that are lucky enough to fish here will have a great day's fishing, and that's what it's about. Loads of bites, loads of fish. The main fish that are in this lake are F1s, and F1s feed throughout the whole of the year. So no matter how cold this winter will be, you'll be able to come to this venue and catch loads of fish, get loads of bites, because F1s feed no matter what the water temperature is. To be honest with you, I think with it opening in November, I want to talk to you about, if I was on this venue when it comes to November, December, January, winter time, it's going to be a very simple approach. It's about 8 or 9 foot deep in the middle. It's a gradual slope to the middle and then a gradual slope back up to the other shelf. So you've got different depths to choose from. In the winter time, there'll be a lot of fish caught, maybe on a top 2 in 2, feeding micro pellets. So on my side tray, I've got the 3 most consistent baits for F1s, winter and summer. So in the winter, it's a case of feeding micro pellets through a little kinder pot, like so, where you're going to be fishing a soft expander, 4mm expander, like say a Dynamite 4mm expander, putting some micro pellets in, going out on your pole and sprinkling a few micro pellets at a time with a soft 4mm expander. It'll all be fishing on the bottom in the winter. The top 2 in 2 at 5 metres will be a very good line because of the depth of this lake, and then because of the uniformity of the lake as well, what you find is you can also find the same depth with the same rig going up the other side of the shelf in the same depth of water, and alternating between those 2 depths will work really, really well. It's also got a good depth down the edge, so even in the winter you'll often find you'll catch fish down the edge in a shallower depth. Today I've just set 1 rig up. That's for fishing across against the reeds. Maybe that might be a bit too shallow in the winter. Fish might want to find fish. You want to find a slightly deeper depth where the fish want to feed a bit more confident. So I'll be looking at 3 foot down the edge. But that's general setup. That's a 4x12 rig, spread bulk, 4-inch hook length, 014 main line to an 012 hook length with a banded pellet on. But as I say, in the winter, because there's other species in the lake as well, a soft expander will catch everything that swims. So that's what my approach would be. Maybe even a grain of corn over the top, but feeding micro pellets in the winter will work really well. As it starts to warm up in the summertime, you'll see the fish want to get caught shallow. That's where feeding 4 more pellets in the middle of the lake at a distance where you can feed by hand, you'll often see in the summertime F1s respond shallow, so you'll see them swirling, wanting to take bait. So in the summertime you'll often find it will be shallow fishing and margin fishing, and even fishing across up to the reeds in the shallow water like what I'm doing today at that depth. Those 3 approaches will catch fish throughout the summertime. So there you go, really. Quite a simple approach. Micro pellets, 4 more pellets. Micro pellets in the winter, maybe a few 4 more pellets. If it's a nice warm winter's day, they might respond to that. And then ground bait. Today what I'm doing for the summertime, I'm feeding a small amount of ground bait in my pot. With F1s you don't need to put dollops of bait out. It's about feeding a little bit of bait at a time, because they respond to even a small amount of bait like that. That's the same as the winter when you're feeding a small amount of micro pellets. So I'm feeding a pot of ground bait, going across and tipping the ground bait in like that, and as you can see, creates a lovely cloud, and the fish respond to that straight away. I'm fishing a banded 4 more pellet and put my rig in between that ground bait. So in the winter it's going to be micro pellets with the occasional 4mm, and in the summertime it's going to be loose feeding 4 more pellets and feeding ground bait against the margins or the far bank and fishing a banded pellet over the top. Really simple fishing, but very effective.
Thank you, Nick, for the explanation, and have a nice trip back to the UK.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.